Graded 3, it's problem 1-86. We did this in class, but a lot of you guys use Desmos, and this happens to be the focus problem. It says, suppose you want to determine exactly where the lines, this line, 2x minus 7/6, and this other line, y equals 3 minus 3x, intersect. So we're trying to figure out exactly where they intersect. The book says use algebra to determine the point of intersection and be prepared to explain your method. So yes, I think that it is clever and fine that you knew that you could put them both in Desmos and find out where they intersect. I want you to know how to do that, but we've also been asked to use algebra. So that is what I'm going to show right here. So to figure out, I graphed just a kind of a sketch of each of these lines. Like this line, I know it has a y-intercept at 3, and it goes down 3 over 1. So I just made a rough, very rough sketch of it. This one, I know it has a y-intercept of negative 7/6 is a little bit more than negative 1. So my sketch is pretty rough, but it crosses the y-axis right here, and then it goes up 2 over 1. So I just gave it a positive slope just to get a guesstimate so I can check my algebra. If you used Desmos, you know that you can just use the trace function, and it probably just pops up an ordered pair for you. But here's how you use algebra. Because this is the only point that is on both of these lines, you can set them equal to each other like this. And this point will be a solution. So I can take this, it's called the equal values method. You might remember it from last year or the year before. I can just use algebra to solve this. See, I took that one, set them equal to each other. Okay, so the easiest way to solve an equation like this when it has a fraction in it is to get rid of the fraction first. So I'm going to multiply through by 6. They used to call it fraction busting, I think, in your old book. So I'm going to multiply every single term by 6. So 6 times 2x is 12x. 6 times negative 7/6, I can do fraction math, and the 6's will cancel out, and I'll get negative 7. That's the whole reason I chose to multiply by 6 in the first place. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times negative 3x is negative 18x. That just makes it easier to solve for x. Now I'm just using my algebra. I'm showing all my steps for you. So 12 and 18 makes 30x minus 7. So now I want to just get the x by itself. And then divide. So 25/30ths can be reduced by 5s. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So I get 5/6. That is my x. I want to find the ordered pair here, so I need to plug it in somewhere to get the y. So it doesn't matter which one I plug it into. This one looks a little nicer to me, so I'm going to say I'm going to plug in my x, which is 5/6, and then I'm going to do fraction math. So I'm going to, because I have to multiply 3 times 5/6, I'm going to put a 1 under my 3, and then I can just multiply across the top and across the bottom and reduce if I want to, or I can choose to cancel out my 3 and my 6. I'm going to do that, and I get 5/2. So now I have y equals 3 minus 5 halves. So 5 halves is 2.5 though. So if I have 3 and I subtract 2.5, I think y is just 1/2, like that. And when I look at my point, that looks about right. This is 5/6. It's like I've got it less than 1, and this is 1/2. And then so I can write my ordered pair. That's my big final answer. Okay, that's what I expected to see on your papers because this is the focus problem. So if you have trouble with algebra, let me know and I can make more videos.